what's going on, dudes? Stubbs here. Welcome back to another driving vlog. I am, of course, driving in the boat right now. So yeah, hopefully you guys are liking the new position of the camera. I don't know how well you guys will be able to hear my voice. I mean, it is pretty much an enclosed space in here, so you guys should be able to still hear me. But I'm not like talking, like, I don't know, my voice isn't going towards you guys, it's going towards like in front of me. You get what I mean? But hopefully the positioning is good for the camera. I'm trying to talk kind of loud so you guys can like actually hear me. Again, I don't know how loud you guys can actually hear me or how quiet I am or whatever. If it's too quiet, then of course I'm not gonna like post it, but if it's like loud enough, I'll put it up for you guys to see. So anyway, hopefully, like I said, you guys enjoy these driving vlogs. Like from the views and like likes and comments and whatever, you guys definitely liked it, you know, from the last time. So I am definitely down to do more of these if you guys are gonna watch it, if you guys are gonna actually you know, sit down and actually watch this video. So yeah, that is the new position of the camera. You guys can sort of see in front of me. Not entirely sure how much, but yes, I definitely do need a GoPro. I need something with a wide angle lens so you guys can see a lot more. Also, I had to take the headrest off this seat off so you guys can actually like legit see in front of me, because it was literally like the headrest was like just in the way. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, if this is your first time watching these driving vlogs, I do live in Ireland, so that's why I'm on the right side of the car and driving on the left side of the road. So like, I'm gonna try my best to bring out as many different types of videos that I can on the channel. Like, I know that this started off to be a gaming channel, but I love doing like these IRL videos, so I want to bring a lot more of these to the channel. But I think I talked about this in the last video, so I'm not gonna touch on that at all today. But anyway, I literally just wanted to go for a drive. I didn't want to like sit inside. I was like early on in the day when I was actually like a little bit sunnier, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like go outside, I'm gonna go do stuff, I'm gonna ask my friends to come out, whatever. And I was like so not bothered, and I just sat inside. I edited a couple of videos for the next couple of days, and that's pretty much all I've done today. Like nothing else. Like, I should really be like going out a little bit more, but like there's literally nothing to do outside. But yeah, and then like I just randomly realized, you know what, fuck it, I'm finished doing whatever I was doing, so let's just go ahead and actually go outside a little bit, because why the hell not, you know? So anyway, driving around. I don't know why, I honestly don't know why there's traffic here right now. Like, there's usually not. Also, the road back there, that's like the last time I was on the road back there, I got stopped by the cops, and that was a kind of funny situation. Actually, I'll tell you guys about that. I'll tell you guys that night. Actually, was it that night? Yeah, it was that night. I got stopped by the cops twice. Two different cops, two different places. So one of them was back there. First thing was, that road was under construction, right, on the left side of the road, so pretty much on the side that I'm at. So they had these like they had these like traffic lights that of course stopped the traffic to come from one direction, so the traffic from the other direction could go. And basically there was, you know, an obstruction on my side. So it was for around, I'd say around 500 meters, maybe a little bit more. And we ended up like driving on the opposite side of the road, because it was obviously our turn to go, and I had cars in front of me and behind me. We were driving around like 60. The road there was 80, right? Like the speed limit on our road was 80 kilometers an hour. I was driving around 60 because I couldn't drive fast, because there's potholes on the left side, or potholes on the right side of the road, and then there's potholes on the left side of the road, right? And there's obviously construction on the left side of the road as well. So it was all coned off, obviously, but I was basically driving. This is exactly what I was like. I don't know if you guys can see this actually, but it was just cones like lined up, and basically on the right side of the road there's a lot of potholes. And what are you doing? Jesus fucking Christ! Thank you so much for like slowing down so much that I almost hit you. So there was like potholes on the right side of the road, and then when we swapped over to the left side of the lane, like when the construction like area was over, and we swapped and went over to the left side of the road, there was basically a pothole sort of on the right side of the road, but it was like sort of a little bit in front, right? Like in front of my lane. So when we swapped over to the left side of the road, I sort of like swerved a little bit. So basically on the other side of the road, of course, the people that are waiting to come back this way, the first car was a cop car, right? It was a guarded car. So they just sat there and they saw me like doing the like swerving out of the way so I can go back into my lane, and they instantly like flicked on their lights and did a U-turn and like started chasing me down the road. Like I was only doing like around 60, like I said. And then they pulled me over. It was two women got out of the car, In the car, it was me and two of my friends, right? We were just literally like up the road. This is around, I mean, it's pretty far away from like where I live, but it's not like we usually just went for a drive back then, right? Like we literally just, you guys know what it's like, right? You grab a couple of friends. It was like late at night as well, so I guess that's another reason why I got stopped. It was like, was it 1 p.m. or 1 a.m.? I think it was 1 a.m. right? So it was like 1 in the morning, and you know, they stopped us. They came up to the car. One of them, like the one that was like driving, like the cop that was driving, she runs up to my window, right? I like already had my window down and everything. I stopped the car. I stopped the car. Like I was wait. I was like in the process of me stopping my car, and she comes up to the window and she like tries to like snatch the keys from the thing, and I literally just go to her, relax, and then I turned off the car and I gave her the keys. And I was like, Jesus Christ, like, calm yourself. And she comes up to the thing and she's like, I don't know if she said anything first of all. But I already had like my license and everything was just next to me and whatever. Also, insurance papers, you're not supposed to have those in the car. It's not legal. Sorry, it's not illegal to not have those in the car, right? But she comes up to me and she goes, can I have your driver's license, blah, 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 and whatever. And we started talking back and forth, and I gave her my driver's license. I sat in the car. And then at one stage, she went back to her car, and she said, can you like step out of the car? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I got out of the car. I literally just like started leaning against the car because I was like, this is bullshit. I got stopped for literally nothing right now. But they, like, you know, whatever, they're doing their shitty job or something. I don't fucking know what they're doing. Yeah, the other one came over to the other side of the car. So basically, she was just checking because there's little like discs, right, that we have on the cars here in Ireland, where you have like your tax disc, your insurance disc, and you have your NCT disc, right? So everything was up to date. Everything was perfect on the car. There was like nothing wrong with it at all. And she comes up to me and she is like, she checks everything, and then she, like the other woman that took my driver's license, she goes, do you have your insurance papers on you? And I go, no, I don't. And it's like, you know, you're supposed to have those in the car. I was like, no, you're not supposed to have those in the car. That's what the disc is for. You're not supposed to have your insurance papers with you. That's how you check if my insurance is up to date. That's how you check the policy and everything. It's the disc, right? You're not supposed to have the actual legit papers in the car. And she started taking like notes down in a little notebook and whatever. She didn't give me a ticket or anything. She couldn't give me anything because she didn't know I was speeding, because I wasn't speeding, first of all. And then she legit just like didn't know what to fucking do. So Jesus Christ, dude, can you go any slower? And she like didn't know what to do, so she just tried to act tough, I guess. But like she couldn't do anything. There was like nothing she could do to me because I didn't do anything wrong. But she just like tried to act tough, and it was the funniest thing ever to me. And like by that point, she like started getting like annoyed with me, and I was just like not bothered at all. Like I was literally like checked out, right? I was just sitting against the car while she was just like taking notes or whatever. And then she started talking to me about bringing the insurance papers to the police station or the Garda station, right? And I wasn't paying attention to her. And she finished talking, and I go to her, I'm sorry, what? And my friends just burst out laughing in the car, like, Jesus fucking Christ. And they just like started pissing themselves laughing. And the woman, like the cop, just like started sort of, oh, well done, just crashing into each other. And she was like, they both just started like, my friends just started laughing, and the woman, like the cop was just like, oh my God. And then she started to repeat herself. She goes, are you being cheeky to me? And I was like, no, I'm just answering what you asked me. So she explained it to me again that I have to bring the papers over to the cop station or to the police station. And I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. And so I ended up doing that like the next day or whatever. So there was like literally nothing out of it. She couldn't do anything to me, but well done. Yes, sit on the left lane to go right. Nice, good job. I love how your brain operates. Then afterwards, after she finished all that bullshit, she asks me, is there anything in the car that's not supposed to be here? So of course, I know that she meant, you know, drugs. I know that she meant like weed or whatever. And I was like what? Like I literally answered her, like what? When she finished asking me the question. And then my friends just burst out laughing again. And she's like, she just repeats herself, like, is there anything that's not supposed to be in the car? And I go, I don't know, just sit inside and check. And then she just went like through the like the space here in the dash and then in the door as well. There's nothing there, like nothing at all, because I don't smoke weed. I don't even smoke cigarettes. And obviously I'm not drinking or anything. And we ended up like she just ended up like doing nothing. She was like, why were you speeding or whatever? I wasn't, because there was like a pothole on the ground, so I obviously couldn't have been speeding. There's like construction, there's cars in front of me and behind me. I couldn't have been speeding. Like, it's impossible for me to be speeding on this road. But like then she like finally got the picture. Like she knew she was wrong. Like, she just tried to act like tough. But it was kind of funny. And then she's like, all right, well, try to slow it down. She gives me back my license. I take the keys back, and we went off, right? And then on the way to dropping my friend home back, like closer to where I live, there was a checkpoint, right? Like a police checkpoint or a guarded checkpoint, whatever you guys call it wherever you're from. But basically the checkpoint is you have a bunch of cop cars or police cars or guarded cars on the road, and they sort of slow down traffic to almost a stop, and then they could stop pretty much any of the cars that they want to. But mostly what they do is they check the, you know, the insurance, NCT, the tax, all that stuff. If that's all up to date, I think mostly it's just the insurance and tax. They don't care that much about the NCT. The NCT, by the way, is the same as an MOT for the people that are in the UK. It's basically like a yearly check that you do on your cars, and you know, just to show that they're actually like legit, like roadworthy, like they're like functioning cars and they actually work. Again, I was driving the speed limit. And I went towards him, like he was sitting in my lane, right? And he moved over to the left side of the road a bit. So basically, I thought he was going to let me pass, right? So he moves to the left side of the road, and it's like he doesn't even pay attention to what I'm doing. And he like looks down at his like phone or something. Like, it wasn't his phone. I don't know what he was looking at. Like, it was something in his hand, right? He was looking at something in his hand, and he just kept doing this like with his hand, right? And I thought he meant like go past him. So I was about to go and like overtake him and just drive past him, and he ends up like jumping in front of my car, and then instantly like made like doing the hand signal to like turn in to the like the left of the side of the road. So I do that really quick. He comes over to my window and he's like, what are you doing? Did you not see what I was showing you to do? And I go, no, like I thought you meant like go past. And he's like, no. So I just started laughing, and he was like, no. And then I pulled over to the side of the road, and he goes over. He doesn't even ask me for my license. He doesn't ask for anything. He I don't know if he checked. I think the another policeman or like another guy that came over and checked my discs and stuff. And this other guy comes over with the guy that pulled me over comes over with the thing, the breathalyzer, right, to check if I was drinking. So he comes over to me. My friends are just sitting in the car again. It's like literally like they're about to like burst out laughing again, because I got pulled over twice in the same night, right? Like, it's like around 20 minutes apart from one another. Like, I don't know when, like, this was back when it wasn't really when I first started driving, but like I got my full license already, so I was like, you know, legit driving. Like, I had a full license, I was able to drive. I didn't need like L plates or anything. And the dude comes up to me with the breathalyzer, right? And he puts it, like, he goes like, I'll hold it for you, you don't have to touch it at all, just put your mouth on this, and then all you have to do is just blow until I tell you to stop, right? And right, he puts it next to my mouth. I put my mouth on the thing, and I start blowing into it, right, like the little like pipe thing or whatever. And the thing keeps beeping, and then it like the guard keeps going, come on, blow harder. And my friends just burst out laughing, and they're in tears, and the dude just keeps going, blow harder. And I was about to stop for a second and just like burst out laughing myself, because I heard these idiots laughing. And then I pretty much like started beeping, and then it beeped like once, like a long beep, and he stopped me, right? He goes, okay, that's enough. And he like goes back to his car, he looks at the thing, and he's like, all right, well, the good news is you haven't been drinking, so here you go, you can have this. And he gave me the thing that I was blowing on, the little like pipe thing, and I was like, okay, thanks. And I put it in my mouth, and I just like stood there with it in my mouth, and he's like, all right, well, I'll see you guys later. And he walks off, and I just drove off to my friend's house. And that is the night where I got pulled over twice for nothing at all. It's amazing. That is it. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Yeah, some story time with a driving vlog with Dubs. So yeah. Anyway, thank you again, like I said, for watching today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later.